Now that PBS has announced they'll be televising the impeachment hearings, what will the drinking game rules be?
If you don't want to die, drink every time someone admits they were wrong. One shot for every, no one is above the law.
Congratulations Reddit, we made it to our first US impeachment together.
Down a bottle of bleach if he doesn't get impeached.
Take a drink every time some politician acts like a hoe-ass little bitch. Each time a Republican grandstands about the Democrats having no shame instead of asking relevant questions, take a swig. Most of these suggestions are jokes about drinking continuously, but if you want a drinking game that's really about the fundamental impact of the hearings. 1. Every time a witness suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have said that. 2. Every time a GOP questioner suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have asked that. 3. Every time a carefully crafted narrative falls apart and the witness is redirected into explaining a contradiction between their testimony and A. Previous statements, B. Previous testimony, C. Written evidence.
1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
Drink every time Adam Schiff purses his lips together like he's sucking on a Jolly Rancher.
Take a shot whenever Putin is mentioned.
A shot for any statement that's akin to I do not recall.
A shot of peach schnapps, which is beyond gross, IMHO every time you hear the word impeach. A shot of Jaeger every time you hear the word tremendous.
Take a drink for every word Trump misspells in a tweet.
Whenever someone says, I don't know what the big deal is.
Drink a bit of water every time the camera angle changes.
Take a drink every time a Republican brings up a debunked conspiracy theory.
You can do the classic mustache game by taping a mustache to the TV and drinking anytime someone's face aligns with it. Also works well with a hat.
I don't recall equals drink.
Every time someone refuses to answer a direct question, whether through dancing around it or saying they can't recall or can't answer etc., chug for 3 seconds. Hopefully this helps you get through one person without dying for alcohol poisoning. Or every time someone says Trump, take a shot.
Drink every time someone doesn't answer the question.
International drinking rules. Every time a county is name-checked in the impeachment hearing, you must drink a shot of the most famous national drink. Russia, vodka. Ukraine, Horlicka. China, Baijiu. USA, bourbon.
If someone takes the fifth, you must drink one.
The past 3 years has already done enough damage to my liver. I'm going to put together impeachment bingo cards instead.
Drink every time PBS is threatened with defunding.
Take a shot for Hillary's emails, Hunter Biden, if anyone says MAGA in its abbreviated or full form, do nothing Democrats, a Trump tweet containing the phrase, witch hunt with at least one spelling error in the tweet, perfect phone call. Finish your drink for Trump promoting an anti-Hillary video on Twitter, any mention of Kofviv, a red herring involving MS-13, any mention of Xi or Putin by a Republican. Power Hour starts with Ivanka promoting her brand or getting new Chinese patents. Absolutely any mention of Barron by a member of the Trump family. Trump saying the words, fuck, or shit on live TV. Edit, holy wah, thanks for the plat. Now I feel like I have to actually do this.
There's gonna be a lot of people needing liver transplants after this week. Every time you want the world to end, drink a bottle of whiskey.
Every time someone says they do not recall something. RIP.
Open bottle, drink until empty. Repeat. You will need it.
Take a shot for every time the blame is put on someone else.
Take a drink every time Russia is mentioned.
Take a shot every time a Republican calls for a yes and no vote and makes them tally every vote. Take a shot every time someone pulls their phone out and doesn't act like they care about the hearings. Take a shot every time they ask to repeat the question.
Nice try, funeral companies.
Drink all you want. If you think there's even a chance he'll be impeached and won't be your president for the next 5 years, you have no brain cells left for the alcohol to destroy. Drink every time Trump makes a run on asterisk sentence.
The moment anyone says anything, remain stone cold sober, watching every last second and remembering how we wound up in this situation. Hello all you YouTube channels and clickbait news websites shamelessly stealing the responses from this and claiming them as your own. I see you.
Just drink cause what the fuck. It could be the most blatantly damning thing, and all we've to hope for is good turnout next November. Fuck.
Every time the Republicans change the topic, take a sip. You'll need to pace yourself.
I've never been so happy that I don't like drinking in my entire life. I'm going to play these games with water and just spend the entire day in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm that lame ass guy, but at least I still have my liver. Laughing face.
Every time a felony is added to the list, take a drink. I'm assuming he's going to live tweet. So every time he angrily responds to an accusation, take a drink. If his tweet mentions witch hunt or insults the Democrats, take 2 drinks. If he specifically calls out Nancy Pelosi or AOC, take 3 drinks. Every time a congressperson asks a stupid question, take a drink. Every time Republicans conveniently move their criteria for impeachment, take small a sip. They are going to be doing this a lot. You don't want to get alcohol poisoning.
Drink every time some says quid pro quo.
Drink until you can't hear them droning on anymore.
Take a drink anytime. 1. A Republican complains about the process being unfair. 2. A Republican questions the motives of a witness. 3. A Republican mentions Hillary, Biden or Obama. 4. A Democrat mentions Russia, Ukraine or the Mueller report. 5. Anyone utters the words quid pro quo. 6. A Republican declares the process a waste of time. Shoot a whole bottle of Jack if 1. A Republican admits that Donald Trump did something wrong. 2. A Democrat says the process is a waste of time. Have fun and may you not get alcohol poisoning.
Take a shot of vodka whenever Russia is mentioned. Tequila whenever Mexico is mentioned. Soju whenever Korea is mentioned. Baijiu whenever China is mentioned.
Take a shot every time one of the following is mentioned. Asterisk fake news, asterisk witch hunt, asterisk civil war. Take a shot every time someone asterisk makes a question irrelevant to the proceedings to try and confuse the issue, asterisk brings up whataboutism, asterisk dodges the question instead of answering it, asterisk blames the other party, asterisk blames someone else not party affiliated, asterisk blames someone else within their party, asterisk returns a question with an insult instead of an answer. I figure you'll be unconscious within 15 minutes to a half an hour, depending on your tolerance. How about every time a congressman or woman asks a question and then interrupts the person trying to answer it, we hit ourselves in the side of the head with a hammer.
Drink every time you lose faith in our country. I play this drinking game every day.
We all just tweet sad after we finish a bottle.
I like beer. I drank beer, I still drink beer. I like beer. Do you like beer, Senator?
Rule 1. Drink heavily to dull the pain. Rule 2. There is no rule 2.
Please don't do this. You'll all die of alcohol poisoning no matter what the rules are.
I don't have games, but I've been collecting this list of drink names at least. Subpoena Coladas, Orange Russians, Moscow Mullers, Impeach Bellinis, Spicer Rum Punch, Kelly Ann Chardonnay Spritzer, Dark and Stormy Daniels, Build the Harvey Wall Banger, Taste of Treason, The Crooked Hillary, Trumplethinskin, Buttery Males, But Her Emails, Roger Stone Sour.
Scroll on Twitter under the hashtag at the same time and drink every time someone mentions they would start a civil war if Trump is impeached.
Drink whenever. We are all doomed anyway. Every time Jim Jordan doesn't have on a jacket, drink.
I've been playing this drinking game since 2016. I'm not sure how much my liver can take. Edit jokes on me, apparently I'm a champ, cheers.
Take a shot every time you hear quid pro quo and try not to die.
Take a drink every time someone answers a question with, I don't remember.
Take a shot for every person you register to vote for the 2020 elections #democracy. Shot every time the narrative changes between, there was no quid pro quo and, there was quid pro quo but that's fine.
I assume that every rule set degenerates to drink non-stop until drinking more is no longer possible. Whether that is because you have run out of digestive space, are too drunk to successfully consume additional liquor, or are dead will depend on the individual.
Drink every time they bring up Hillary or Obama. I know neither have anything to do with it, but just wait. Somehow they'll try to make it about someone else. Rules? If there's anything we should have learned in the last few years, it's that there are no rules. Drink whenever, and then try to dodge the consequences the day after. Shot of tequila for president. Shot of vodka for Trump. Not relevant, but this question reminds me of the Lord of the Rings drinking game. The rules were:
1.
anytime there's a panoramic scenery shot.
2.
Anytime there's a close-up of the ring.
3.
Several others that didn't come up very much. 4. Whenever Frodo makes a face like he's coming. Definitely the best drinking game, and also the most I've had to drink in a day, ever. Pretty sure I made it halfway through the first extended edition before I had to pass on a lot of the drinks.
Drink every time a statement is contradicted by either party.
Drink every time Trump calls PBS fake news.
Maybe take a drink every time someone answers a question honestly the first time it's asked. You know, like, if you have to drive afterward or something.
Promise to give up drinking if Trump gets impeached.
Finish the whole Fukin bottle if someone says okay boomer to Donald Trump.
Just drink constantly. Don't stop drinking until this whole goddamn thing is over and we can get back to the real reality we split off from in 2012.
If we turn the impeachment hearings into a drinking game, we better have a death count on the screen to count how many people got alcohol poisoning from playing the drinking game.
Watch it with someone from the other side of the fence, and each of you drinks every time the other says something you think is obviously dumb. You'll both be hammered in minutes.
When it goes to the Senate, I'm going to tape a cherry tomato to my TV and see how many times McConnell's mouth goes near it.
Drink every time you hear Clinton.
Can someone give me a rundown on what's happening? I'm completely fucking stupid and I live under a rock.
If you still have a witch's hat laying around from Halloween, you can have a person wear it. It'll rotate around the room on time or whenever a new person is introduced during proceedings. Whenever the term witch hunt is used, you all scream burn the witch and the person in the hat takes a shot of fireball.
Consider subscribing.